Hey guys, it's me. I just wanted to come in and show you a little bit about this Square app that I've told you all about. Probably all of you in here have it by now because I have sent you the link, but and I know a couple of you already had it, but just wanted to tell you a little bit about it because it is my favorite business tool for doing this paparazzi business. It's the thing that probably makes my life the easiest with all of this. And so we'll just go into it and just give you a little basic overview, and you can post some questions if you have some later, and I'll answer anything that you guys might have, but just wanted to give you an overview of it. So we open up the Square app and it automatically brings up this calculator. Now what this is a register, because the Square people, company, whatever, are going to send you a free card reader that you kind of just stick it into the little headphone jack on your phone, and it actually is totally free. It's very cute. It's a cute little square, like white square. I don't know, it's very little. I don't know how it does what it does, but when they send it to you, you can actually swipe somebody's card or put their chip in for their card, and it takes payment that way. So what this cash register thingy is here on the very beginning on the front screen is just for that. That this is only for when you have somebody in person that doesn't have cash and buys from you with their card, and you hook up your little Square machine thing. I'm not sure what to call it, but the little card reader, when you hook it up to your phone, this is what that's for, to kind of put in the amount that they owe and to charge that out on the little card reader. Now when you stick that in, it'll give you more instructions on how to use that. I haven't used that much at all. I usually do all of my purchases through invoices, so everything is done online. Kind of like, the closest thing I can compare it to is if you've used PayPal, then it's kind of like that. They can pay online. So this is really cool though, because the Square app allows you to send invoices and keep track of your inventory and your sales and everything all in one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the left hand corner at the top here that says 1 next to it. Show you guys this little guy right here with the little 3 lines. We're going to go up to that, and I'm going to click that, and it brings up this little status bar. And you've got checkout, orders, invoices, transactions, reports, deposits, customers, items, settings, and support. And you just need to take some time probably and go through all of these things a little bit at a time. I will tell you, if you go down here, right down to the bottom at support, and you click on that, that brings up another little bar. And the most important thing in this bar is going to be, well, there are 2 important things, but right off the bat when you first get started, you want to go to this Tours and Tutorials tab and click on it. And it's going to take you to different little sections throughout this app, and it will show you little videos and step-by-step instructions on how to do all of these things. First, you should do the tour and learn about the app if you haven't already. Then the next thing you can do is go down and learn about the fees, the processing fees. Every app, every company that you will use to do invoices or take business payments will charge fees for the transactions. That's just a given. It happens with everything. Even PayPal will not let you use their services for business purposes without charging a fee. It's a very small fee, a very small percentage of the transaction that you actually do, but it is there. Take your first payment, contactless and chip reader, your chip card reader tutorial on how to use that little card reader I told you about. Create an invoice, which is probably the most useful tutorial on here. Creating your invoices, that's the biggest thing through paparazzi business that we use. And create the item tutorial. So you can go through these tutorials and one by one, take time, learn about them. I just kind of wanted to go in and show you what features work best for me with the business and what I use the most. So we're going to go back. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click this little back button here and go back to where we were. And I am going to do that. Now, first I'll show you this real quick. So right here, this get free processing. So what this is the coolest thing I've found about the Square. I haven't found another business that does this for you as far as letting you use their services to receive money for business transactions and making invoices and stuff. So the Get Free Processing tab, let's click on that. And this is going to show you right off the bat how much money you have in your Square account. And so you'll be checking that quite often. But also, one of the most useful things that Square has available is down here where it says share the link. I know you guys can see that, but this share link tab, what you're going to do is click on that, and then it will bring up different ways that you can share it through your Facebook, through Messenger, through contacts, all kinds of different ways. And this is because those fees that I was talking about that these businesses charge for you to use their services to create invoices and take payments for your business. The coolest thing about the Square is that they allow you, when you sign up, if you sign up through somebody who is already a customer, so they give loyalty rewards basically. If you sign up through somebody who is already a customer and they give you their link, you click on that and create an account. That person will receive their next $1,000 in sales fee-free, okay? And the coolest thing is you, as the new person, will also receive that $1,000 fee-free in transactions. So that is pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. I have actually had the Square app for 4 months now, and I haven't paid one fee. Nothing. Because this right here and this right here have been my best friends, and I have shared this app with everybody that I have signed up through my business, and they use it. And for that, I get the free $1,000 fee-free transactions, and they get it as well. And then I encourage you guys, when you start signing people up under you in your business, to share the same thing with them. Tell them about this and give them this, and you will keep getting your processing for free, no fees, which is amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back here. I'm going to click that back button again and go back to where we started. So now we're back at help tutorials, reader orders. That is really just for when you have that card reader in hand and you need to use that. Announcements is just kind of things, new things that they put out, new features and things like that. You can read about that. And then you can go to the about or legal sections to read about the Square. We're going to go ahead and go back one further. We're going to click those three little lines like I had showed you in the beginning. So one thing I want to show you real quick is the invoices. So our invoices tab right here and your items tab right here are going to be your two best friends. These are going to be the things that you click on most in this app. These are the two things that I use the very most. So first we're going to go ahead and do the invoices. So let me click that and see what that takes us to. Okay, so here you see how many invoices you have going. This is my whole history of invoices. So you can go all the way down to the beginning of your business, okay? And this will keep track for you. Super cool. You can go through the whole thing. You can go through the last 30 days or the whole history of your business and find how much you've made, how much profit you've made, if this month was better than last month, which was your best month. There are charts to show you when were the best buying times of the month for you each month, when everything was going the fastest and the best for you. It's really cool. So this will show you all of that information, how much money has gone through your Square since you've started, okay? And now this right here, outstanding, will be the invoices that you have created. And so you're going to have that sitting right there. If you have any invoices that are sitting that haven't been paid yet, that's going to show you what is still owed that people haven't paid yet. And another really cool thing about doing this with the paparazzi business, sorry, can't talk here today, is that you can create drafts, okay? So I'll show you about the drafts now. We're going to go up here, right up to the very top where it says all sent and has that little arrow that you click to pull down your little menu here. And then I'm going to go to draft, okay? So clicking draft, it takes you to the drafts that you have. Now what these are you can put your items, every item that you own in your inventory, the picture and the name of them, and you can have an item list to scroll through and create an invoice. So what's cool about that is that is how I keep track of everybody's orders down to, for like last week, up to, I have an order coming next week that won't even be here for another week. And I have people that have already pre-ordered from that. And so, of course, the items aren't here yet. So I've got to have some way to keep track of, you know, what they ordered from those boxes so that I know who to take them out for when they get here. Well, this is how I do this. I create a draft. So I'm going to show you guys how we do this. Let's go back, and I'm going to go, sorry, not going to do that. Just kidding. We're going to go back to create invoice. That's what we're going to do. Create an invoice, okay? And once you guys have already gotten your customers in your little database, and I will make videos for all of this, but once you've already got that, so you'll have, get my little drawer up here, you'll have your customer here, and then add item. And so we're going to go through and just show you real quick. I'm not even going to click into the customers because it will just take me to my customer list. And to show you how to make an invoice, you don't really have to do that. First thing that I'm going to do is click add item or discount. That's how you add your jewelry to these, to the invoices. So I'm going to click on all items, okay? And then this is the list of all of my inventory. So I've put them in one by one. It may seem tedious, but it makes it much easier in the long run. This is the simplest way that I've found to do all of this. It keeps track for you of how many of each thing you have left and when you run out, and then you can just delete it out of your inventory. This is by far the easiest. And then as you can see, I also have my shipping in here too, so that I can just click one of those for each invoice. And it makes it much simpler. And then way down at the bottom here, we have, of course, our Z collection. So some of these pictures are taking a while to load, but so that's how we do that. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and just click something for you guys. I'll just go ahead and click a grand statement earrings. I just clicked those earrings, and with that, it brought them into this invoice, added them. Now, when you guys set up your invoices, you will go ahead and add for your default invoices. You can create a message that always sends with them. For example, thank you for shopping with us. Have a great day. And that will go into every invoice. And then you also create your tax. So whatever the tax is in your state, you will add that into your invoices for your items. And that you can see our tax here for Tennessee is 9.5%. So what I've done is I added that into all of my invoices and my items, and that automatically adds it with each item. So that it doesn't become a problem for you having to add tax. So let's see, let's go back here and show you guys. I don't see if I can do this without a customer. So you'll have all of your things down here. We don't do request deposit. I never use that. Delivery, we send this by email. Frequency, I'll send it one time. And it has different invoice options for you. Send it immediately, due upon receipt, or you can click that due upon receipt and select a date that you would rather that be due buy for your customer if you have a preference on that. Reminders, I have the reminder button on, and it sends a reminder email to somebody every 3 days after their due date for paying it. You have all kinds of options down here, but we will go through that later. This is just basically to give you an overview of what the Square does. So you can add an attachment down here below if you'd like to take a photo and take a picture of it, but you don't really need to do that because you see where it says a grand statement right here. Well, it doesn't show you on your end, but when that invoice sends to the person, the customer will have a picture of that also with that. So that being said, we'll go back. Okay, I'm trying to, if I click send, it's going to say that I don't have a customer. I may have to choose a customer. We'll just click on Miss Amy here. Okay, so we clicked on a customer and we're going to click send. Now, when you click send, that sends the invoice automatically to the customer. Okay, now what I'm going to do is show you how to make that a draft instead. So we'll do create invoice, add item, all items, and we will do the earrings again, and we will click customer. Now what we're going to do to make this into a draft to save to the end of the week so that it doesn't send until we've got all of our customers' items on there that they want for the whole week. And then at the end of our last show during the week, we will send it out on Saturday night to the customer when everything is in there. And I'll just go down to the bottom here, and you see where it says save as draft right here. So we'll just go ahead and click save as draft, and it saves it in there. And then you can just go up to the top where it says draft. When you first open up your Square, it's going to say all sent like this. Well, what you'll do is go next to that all sent, and you'll click the little down button, and it'll show you draft. You're going to click where it says draft, and then it'll take you to all your drafts that you saved, and voila, there is the draft that I just saved. And I can open that, and if I go up to the right corner, the right top corner up here, and click edit, I can edit that and add, as you can see, more items. Okay, and that will just take me back into the items, and I can add more that Miss Amy has bought during that week. All right, so that is that. Let's see, what else would I like to show y'all? We will discard that, and we'll go back up here to our top drop down menu. I think the only other thing that I would like to show you guys is just that it keeps track of your items for you. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here. This is how I keep track of my inventory. So I go to the items tab, and I will go up to the top, and I will click all items. I'll click on that little arrow and then create item, and I will do a more detailed tutorial for creating your items in your inventory later, but this is just an overview. Create item. So you'll click that little button, and then up here you will have this little box that says new item. You're going to want to click that little gray box and then go down here to choose photos, and you choose a photo of your jewelry. For time's sake, we're just going to pick this first picture that came up, and then you will just do edit item title and go back. Okay, and then you'll just add right here the name of your piece. We're just going to say paparazzi, and then you scroll down a bit and you'll have right here the price, $500. I enter for $5. You scroll down a tad bit more, whoops, to receive stock, and you click on that, and it will bring up this number pad, and you put in how many pieces of that one piece of jewelry that you have in stock. So we'll put that I have one of those, and then you click done up in the top, and then you click save up in the top, and voila, there is your piece of jewelry. Let's see, we typed in paparazzi, and these are all alphabetical order. So let's go down to the P's, and there we are. There's our piece of jewelry that we just saved. It's now in our inventory, and it already has our tax saved in it. So I just click on that, and I can add it into somebody's invoice and send it to them, or I can save it in a draft. So these are the ways that the Square app has really helped me. We'll go into some more of it later, but these are basically the best ways, the biggest things that make an impact on your life and your business being a lot easier, going a lot smoother for you. Of course, you can click on transactions and it'll show you all of the payments that you've received and things like that. Also, there's lots of different things you can do, but I just wanted to basically give you guys an idea of what the Square is and what it can do for your business. It's a really cool tool. I will go into more in-depth tutorials here to show you guys the different parts of it, but that is just basically to give you an idea. I hope that this helped in some way. And again, if you have any questions, just comment below this post and just let me know, and I will answer right away. Thank you guys.